So guys, I hate to break it to you, but apparently science is racist and it needs to fall. Hey, what's going on, everyone? So this was so ridiculous to me that I kind of didn't even want to respond to it, but it really just kind of started clawing at the back of my head, and I'm like, all right, let's do this, because there is a university in South Africa, and there's a little safe space, a little discussion going on about science, and basically the beef is that a lot of science that we know today was founded by Western colonizations or Western civilizations. You know, they discovered a lot of the science that we use, and that's illegitimate. It needs to be deconstructed because that science may not work for, like, say, this for people like in Africa, like this lady though. So let's hear what she has to say.
Thinking about this coming here, because I thought that it was going to be one of the coming questions. How do we even start to decolonize science? Because science is true, because it is science, and you know, what can you do? And my response to that was, if I personally were committed to enforcing decolonization, science as a whole is a product of Western modernity, and the whole thing should be scratched off, especially in Africa. So if you want,
yeah, it's a very fucking laughable thing to say. So I totally understand why all these motherfuckers are laughing.
Practical solutions to how to decolonize science. We'd have to restart science from, I don't know, an African perspective, from our perspective of how we've experienced science. For instance, I had a question for all the science people. Is there's a place in KZN, in Mkabialingana, and they believe that through the magic, the black magic, you call it black magic, they call it witchcraft, others, that you are able to send a lightning to strike someone. So can you explain that scientifically? Because it is something that happens
The guy already said it. It's not true. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Are you seriously gonna give any credence to that? I mean, according to them, like, so people like Raiden and fucking Thor are completely real, and people maybe even like Darth Sidious, because, you know, that fucking lightning, that fucking shit that you can do when you're on the dark side. I mean, I don't know, maybe there's something to that too, you know?
I don't think so.
How have things gotten this crazy? I don't understand. And the video gets a little bit crazier. Just listen to what the moderator or whatever has to say about this fucking safe space.
I need to address you directly. When we started this, we agreed on certain house rules.
Okay.
And by you doing that, you're disrespecting the sacredness of the space. And so I'd like to ask you to first please apologize to the panel directly. And then number two, understand the rules that we went by in this space, because it's going to be very combative. When we started, this is not an antagonizing space.
No feces can be hurt. Straight up.
And so what you're trying to do is collapse the space and make it antagonizing, which we will not allow. This is a progressive space for people to say their opinions, and we have noted how those opinions are going to be laid out. So I would like you to first apologize and then go on and agree to abiding by the rules of the space. Otherwise, I would, if you're not willing to do that, I'd please ask you to remove yourself from the space. But those are the rules of engagement of the space.
Okay, I'm very sorry to the panel.
Okay, and you agree to abide by the rules of the space. Thank you. Please carry on.
So that little speech about the safe space and the rules and not being antagonistic, it lies the biggest problem. I mean, this is a university, you know, a place that you're supposed to grow and be stimulated. And it's just like, everybody just share your opinions. And don't worry, everybody's opinion is just as valuable and shit like that. I'm like, well, no, it's not. You know, what you can do is you can express your opinion, and then people are going to express dissent. And the thing is, a lot of people are just expressing dissent. That guy wanted to express dissent because of how fucking ludicrous the idea of that even being, you know, lightning, being like shooting a curse on somebody, being legitimate whatsoever. I mean, it should be from a very young age. I would say maybe the past like 7, 6, 7, something like that, you should be like, oh yeah, shit like that is completely fucking fake.
So I will finish. See, that very response is the reason why I am not in the science faculty.
Yeah, no shit, you're not on the science faculty.
I did science throughout my high school years, and there was a lot of things that I just, but it's fine. But Western modernity is the direct antagonistic factor to decolonization, because Western knowledge is totalizing. It is saying that it was Newton and only Newton who knew or saw an apple falling, and then out of nowhere decided that gravity existed and created an equation, and that is it. For the whether people knew Newton or not, or whether whatever happens in Western Africa, Northern Africa, the thing is, the only way to explain gravity is through Newton, who sat under a tree and saw an apple fall.
I mean, why is that even a fucking problem? I mean, Newton and what he did, I mean, those experiments were able to be shared throughout the world. It doesn't matter the fucking color of the person. It doesn't matter who did it. It's the fact that somebody did it and people come up with equations and then they're shareable and they make fucking sense. That's all that fucking matters. Who cares about the guy's fucking skin or where he's from? Why are you focusing on that? Why does that matter? That is not what science is about. Science is universal. It fucking extends all the way to the fucking universe, actually. So it doesn't even matter. We're such a small blip on it, and we're trying to understand things. And who cares who fucking comes up with it? It doesn't matter. Why does that fucking matter to you? Holy fuck. Why do I have to even say that shit?
So Western modernity is the problem that decolonization directly deals with, to say that we are going to decolonize by having knowledge that is produced by us, that speaks to us, and that is able to accommodate knowledge from our perspective. So if you're saying that you disagree with her approach, it means that you are vested in the Western and Eurocentric way of understanding, which means you yourself still need to go back internally, decolonize your mind, come back and say, how can I re-look at what I've been studying all these years? Because Western knowledge is very pathetic, to say the least. I, from a decolonized perspective, believe we can do more as new knowledge producers, as people who are given the ability to reason or whatever is that people say we do when we think or rationalize. So decolonizing the science would mean doing away with it entirely and starting all over again to deal with how we respond to the environment and how we understand it. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so since you come from a decolonized perspective, then do me a favor. That little tablet that you were playing on, I need you to throw that in the fucking trash. All those clothes you're wearing right now, I need you to strip down, just take them off, all of that stuff, you probably have a watch or some shit like that. I need you to get rid of all of that shit. I need you to just be completely bare and get rid of all of that Western science you're fucking using, because all of those things are products of Western science. It's a product of just science in general. It doesn't really matter where it comes from. But the thing is, if you really want to be genuine with what you're saying, get rid of your shit, go build a fucking hut or whatever, start from the beginning and start to figure shit out for yourselves. Otherwise, you're just talking shit and being a fucking retard. At least with shit like this coming out, maybe a lot of you people can see just how far social justice warrior nonsense can go. Pretty fucking far, because I know most of you watching this are completely down with science. You love your laptop and your fucking phone, you love your consoles, you love your clothes, you love just being able to control your weather with AC and all this cool shit. I know you like this stuff, so I know that you think this is fucking unreasonable, and this is the very apex of why I do shit and why I make videos, because seriously, fuck these people.